You don't know what's fucking going to happen, okay? You don't know who's next, what's up, what's down, what's going on, and that's the whole point. You don't know nothing until it happens. And then when it happens, you're like, wow, why did that happen and how? How did that happen? That's how I feel about her books. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, just fucking welcome in general, hun. Today we're doing something really fucking different, okay? So I usually film book recommendations, yeah? Well, I came up with this idea the other day that I wanted to start doing like full videos dedicated to one author and talk about all their books that I've read and my favorites. This is something that I've noticed with myself. If I find a book and I like the style of the book, the plot, the writing, all of that, I end up binging that author and falling in love with them. So I have quite a few authors that I'm obsessed with, like low-key fangirl, like I slide into their DMs and I'm like, let's be friends. Also, I'm in the middle of like redoing my filming room. I'm gonna buy a couch and make like a fucking sick little sitting area so we can film our booktube videos, bitch. And I bought this, which is a bookshelf, because I've decided that I want to start collecting paperbacks, like my favorite books, okay? Not just all books, my favorite books and my favorite covers. So I've only got 4 books and they're up the top. So we're dealing with it bare right now, hun, okay? I've got books coming in the mail. We're gonna be doing videos about that. But today I wanted to focus on one author. So you guys know that I, at heart, am a sick, twisted bitch. And if you follow me, you are too, hun. Only sick, twisted bitches can follow me. I love dark romance. I love problematic plots. I love twisted shit. Shit that makes you feel uncomfortable. Shit that makes you fucking think. Storylines that are outside of the box. Okay? I don't want square, hun. I want oblong. Is that even a shape? Do I need to go back to primary school and learn my shapes? I think I fucking do. I'm all about feeling uncomfortable. I'm all about taboo and forbidden love. That's why I love like age gaps, incest relationships. Like I love it all, hun. I like to fucking, you know, get it going and going there good. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying today. I had a lot of people slide in my DMs and I had a lot of people comment on like my Goodreads account and here on YouTube telling me that I needed to read Amo Jones. About 2 weeks ago, I followed her on Instagram, sussed her vibe out, went and checked her books out on Goodreads, and I was like, fuck it, she's just released this book called Sicko. It started a thing, alright? I am now fucking obsessed with Amo Jones. Bitch, you are like my soul sister in a past life. We must have been fucking friends. Her writing is incredible. Her plots are fucking so out of the box. Her stories like just pull you into a different fucking world, and that's something that I love with books, okay? I'm not a fantasy reader, but with some of the books that I've read from Amo, I'm like, okay, I feel like this is a little, like a touch of fantasy here, okay? I feel like I'm in a different world. Shit's different. And I've just become obsessed with her, all right? I just literally, she has sparked me to do this fucking video because I just want to talk about all the books that I've read from her, why you need to fucking read them, why you need to not sleep on it. Anyway, I hope you fucking enjoy, because that was like an intro from hell, and the sun's all over the joint today. Everything's a little fucking messy over here, but what's new? It's me. She ain't perfect and she doesn't fucking want to be. So in the intro, I said that my first book from Amo that I read was Sicko. Now, this is a recent release. I'm pretty sure it only released about 2 weeks ago maybe, and it kept coming up on my Kindle Unlimited page, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go in there. I'm just gonna go in there. I went in there fucking blind. I didn't read any reviews. I did nothing. Oh my fucking god, this was a ride. This was a ride, let me tell you. If you're going to read anything from Amo, I would go for this one first, because it kind of gives you an idea of what her writing is like, what her style is. She's a dark romance writer, and she writes like nitty gritty shit, guys. I'm not talking like soft shit. I'm talking the hardcore, whoa, that's gonna fuck you up type of shit. The Sicko is about this girl who gets adopted, and as she grows really fucking close with her stepbrother. And even as they're like growing up, their relationship, you know, there's a line, and they fucking blur the fuck out of that line, and it's so fucking hot. He ends up fucking leaving her, see ya sis, see you fucking later, and then coming back into her life a couple of years down the track, I'm pretty sure, and he is now in a bikie gang. Now, if you know me, and you know me well, I'm all about the criminal life. Don't get it fucking twisted, hun. Don't know why I'm not involved, because I feel like I should be. I'm not gonna go into too much depth about this book. I feel like you need to go into Amo's world, not knowing anything about the worlds that she creates. She is someone that writes so many fucking plot twists and so many fucking like what the fuck's going on type of moments that like if I knew that going into the book, I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much. I read some reviews after reading Sicko, and a lot of people said like they got really confused, they didn't know what was going on, like too much was happening. And that's something that I want to let you guys know with Amo's books. That's what they are. She creates these stories and these worlds that are so fucking confusing that if you aren't paying attention to what you're reading, you're not going to follow the storyline and you're going to get lost within it. The way she writes it though, you don't want to stop reading because you want to find out and you're like, I'm so confused right now, like can you answer my questions? And I think that is what makes her book so amazing and so addictive. I just love the whole aesthetic as well, like the whole vibe with her books. Like I said on Instagram stories when I read this that the playlist had a lot of Slipknot songs on it, and you guys won't know this because I haven't said it on YouTube, but my brother, who's 10 years older than me, Slipknot is one of his favorite bands, and I grew up listening to them. Like he was constantly playing their songs all the time. My brother had posters all over his wall of the band, and like I love metal music, believe it or not. I may not look like I do, but I love it. When you listen to the songs that she put on the playlist and then you go and like read this book, it just sets the fucking vibe and you're like, yes. She's a dark queen, hun. She writes dark shit. And her alpha males in these books are like neck level fucked up. They're dangerous. They're fucking scary, but they're so fucking sexy. Anyway, my whole point of saying this is Sicko was amazing. And it opened up her world for me. And I've just been lost in it ever fucking since. So after I read Sicko, I picked up this book called The Silver Swan. This is book 1 of the Elite Kings Club. Hun, I have never loved a book series so much in my entire life. This is crazy. I wrote on Goodreads like a review after I read this, and I never fucking do that, okay? I never write reviews. I just fucking rate the books by stars. And then I wrote that I felt like this was a mix between like Paper Princess, like the Royals from Erin Watt, and then you cross Paper Princess with, what is it called? A Lesson in Thorns, I think it's called, which is like that mysterious, like dark book about that fucking secret society. You cross that over with the Devil's Night series from Penelope Douglas. If those 3 series or books were going to have a baby, it would be the Elite Kings Club series. So it's about Madison, who ends up moving to a new town because her mum killed her dad's mistress and then killed herself. Madison makes a friend on her first day of school, and her friend is kind of giving her like the who's who, telling her what's up at the high school, like, you know, who's hanging with who, what's the goss type of situation. She ends up making eye contact with Bishop, who is a part of the Elite Kings Club, and he's sitting with all of his like gang members, and I think there's like 6 or 7 of them. Bishop is insane, okay? He is everything and more. Wowee. All these boys are, okay? All the boys that are involved with the Elite Kings Club are perfection on a dangerous, sexy level. There's no other way of putting it. So after you have the Silver Swan, you have the Broken Puppet, which is an extension to Bishop and Madison. That book is when things start getting really fucking crazy, okay? A lot of stuff happens in this book series that doesn't really make sense, but that's the fucking point. And then there's the 3rd book, which is also about Madison and Bishop. Then we have Malum, which is the 4th installment for the Elite Kings Club series, and this is about Tilly and Nate. So you meet those 2 characters in the first 3 books. Plot, twist, McGee, yet again, so much goes on. It's just crazy. Tilly is a really like badass boss bitch, and I fucking love that. I fucking hate weak, like, quiet, shy girls in romances. I'm like, no, hun, you need to ride that dick, okay? You need to be the boss bitch. You need to make decisions. You need to fucking, you know, handle your business. And Tilly is definitely one of those characters. Nate is one of my favorites. In the first 3 books, he comes off as kind of like the nice guy, but really that's kind of like the mask that he wears. Like, he is a nice guy, but he definitely has deep-rooted like evil within himself. And there's also Malum Part Two. So that is the first 5 books of the Elite Kings Club. There is 3 more coming. I know she's working on Brantley's book right now, which you'll meet him in those books as well, and I'm fucking so ready for that book. I feel like that's gonna be my favorite. The style of this book and the whole concept of the Elite Kings Club is nothing that I've read before. The sex in these books are fucking insane, okay? We're talking like throat grabbing, spanking, like really type of like dominant behavior. So if you're down with that, hun, which I think if you're a dark romance reader, that's the type of chick you are, this is where it's at. So the Midnight Mayhem series has 2 books currently, and I think that she is writing more. So the first one is called In Peace Lives Havoc. I definitely got like American Horror Story freak show vibes, but like sexy and like dangerous and like naughty. So one day this girl called Dove ends up getting abducted and kidnapped by a bunch of men and is forced to become a part of the circus. The main guy, King, has like an infatuation with Dove. He is very mean and like aggressive and just like really dangerous, okay? I'm talking these guys like kill people, hun. Okay, they get off on blood. The second book is In Fury Lies Mischief, and this is about Saskia and Killian. So Killian is kind of similar to Nate from the Elite Kings Club. He came off in the first book as this like really nice guy, but he was like, don't get it twisted, mate, I am neck level bad. And you get to see that. He's nicknamed the Trickster because he can fuck with your mind. He plays mind games. It's insane, okay? It is insane. Again, I felt like I was getting like drawn into a different fucking world, and I'm like, how, bitch, are you coming up with this shit? Like, let me know, give me some fucking tips how your mind conjures up this bullshit. Again, I haven't finished the book, so I don't know, I haven't come across the plot twist yet, okay? I haven't hit the plot twist yet. If you're reading Amo's books, you need to keep in mind that your gut's gonna drop at some point, and you're gonna be like, what the actual fuck just happened? I highly suggest Amo's books. Like, her as an author, from what I've read, I'm just like, you have just come up like to the top for me. There's something just so unique and so different about her writing, and the characters she creates, like the men, like the alphas that she creates. I'm like, oh my God. Like, she posted a photo of like Brantley, Bishop and Nate the other day on Instagram, and I fucking DM'd her, and I was like, I low-key just want to get railed by all 3 of them. Don't tell my boyfriend. Like, she just creates these men that you're like, why are you so delicious? Like, are you real? Because if you are, we need to have a conversation. Also, in the book Sicko, there's this one sex scene that honestly, I was like, wow. It was like the most erotic fucking scene that I've read in a book ever. Like, I was squealing, bitch. That's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed this. If you didn't, let me know. But if you did, also let me know. I'm thinking about doing Silver Swan next. So if you're into this video and you're into this whole vibe, let me know in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up before leaving. Also subscribe before you fucking leave. Because I looked at my analytics the other day and 64% of you aren't subscribed, and I'm like, that's so fucking rude. Can you knock it off? Also, don't skip the ads. I buy more books with that money, honey, and then I create more content for you. As I said, I've got a book haul coming, and we can set my bookshelf up. Me and you, baby. We can do it together. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you are. Stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.